Hey guys, welcome back to Black Rom Gaming. I'm your host Creepy Soul, and today I have more JRPG news for you guys. Alright, this week let's start off with some Final Fantasy news. First up, we've got news regarding Final Fantasy 15, and they're going to be doing a live stream broadcast on October 31st from Japan. Just if you saw my video last week, you would have seen that I had a talk show or a Q&A video for Final Fantasy Type 0. This is the same similar type thing, but it's going to be more about Final Fantasy 15. So if you're looking for more info on Final Fantasy 15, make sure you check out the links. Alright, next up we have more Final Fantasy news, more stuff from last week as well regarding Final Fantasy 14 and their first expansion for their MMO. It's called Heavensward, as I said last week. It's spelt weirdly, but yeah, they finally released the first trailer, and we've got the first screens. So the screens will also be in the video, but we also have a firm release date of spring 2015. So if you're an MMO player and you're into Final Fantasy 14, yeah, make sure you check it out. Alright, next up we have some news regarding Atelier Shallie, which is the last current Atelier game to be released in Japan. Now, they've actually announced it's going to be coming to the West in 2015, which is some good news. I actually own every Atelier game for the PlayStation 3, so I'm assuming this will be on the PlayStation 3. I don't see why it would be any different to the Japan version. Let's just hope we get dual audio, so including Japanese audio. Sometimes they've let us down in the past. Let's hope that they don't this time. So that's coming out in the West 2015 for both North America and Europe. Alright, next up we have news regarding Persona 4 Arena Ultimax, which is the Persona fighting game, if that's your thing. I always throw these in just because they've got a background in JRPGs. So it has been dated for Europe finally. And it's going to be out for PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360 November 21. So if you're interested in Persona 4 and you missed the first edition of the Arena fighting game and you're looking for all the characters and all that stuff, grab the Ultimax edition. Okay, next we have some news regarding Attack on Titan, The Last Wing of Mankind, which is an upcoming 3DS title. There has been some information regarding this coming to the West through the Australian Classification Board, which is like the FCC if you're in the US. It's very similar. They're the ones who rates the game in Australia. We do have a trailer, so I'll put that in the link below. Yeah, this actually adds to, I think there was a game last year released in Japan. I don't know if we in the West got that, I'm not sure about that, but this one adds chain adds to online multiplayer, new stages. We've got new titans, new missions, skills, weapons, characters, and new voices. So yeah, make sure you check out the trailer. Alright, next up we have some Dragon Quest Heroes news coming out this week regarding the voice actors for the upcoming title. So Kiritumo, the publisher, has released both the Japanese male and Japanese female voices. So Kirito, will be, which is a male lead, will be voiced by Toru Matsuyuki, and the female lead will be voiced by Mirai Kiritani, and game will feature one of the bosses named King Leo from Dragon Quest 4, if you remember that. So he's apparently going to also appear in the game, so we'll look forward to its release. Alright, next one, bit of news, upcoming JRPG called Stella Glow. They've released a teaser site, so if you're interested in that game or don't know much about it, just Google it, look up their teaser site and have a look. And that's due out in Japan early 2015. Let's hope for a Western release for that one. Alright, next up on the list for this week's news is news regarding God Eater 2 Rage Burst, the PlayStation 4 upcoming title. So they've released a lot of new features and a lot of details on their upcoming system. So I suggest looking up the game if you're looking to grab a copy. So this is regarding the split system, which is one of the new systems they're putting into place. It's apparently going to be split into two different systems. So you're going to have skills that get stronger as the level increase, and skills that activate once their level hits a certain threshold. So if you are interested in God Eater 2, I'll also will have a trailer, an off-screen game trailer, so make sure you check it out in the links below. Alright, next up on JRPG news for this week is news regarding Eternian Odyssey Untold 2, which is an upcoming 3DS RPG. They've released a new character trailer actually for the protagonist for that title. I'll have the link in the description below. And Eternian Odyssey Untold 2 is due out for release in Japan November 27. Let's hope for an early to mid Western release for that one. Okay, next up on JRPG news for this week is some more 3DS news out of Japan regarding Devil Survivor 2 Break Record. And if you've been following this title, this is the remake of the original. So we've got a new gameplay video which will be in the description below, but they've also released the first print details for Japan. So it's going to come with a full soundtrack list and CD for Japan, and it's going to be released in Japan on January 29. Let's hope we get a Western release. I think we'll probably be looking at mid to late 2015. Last bit of news for this week is regarding Sword Art Online and its English localization into Asia. So they have announced this week that it's going to be released into Asia, and there will be an English version. Don't know whether it'll be English voices. I think it'll be English subtitles, so make sure you keep a lookout for that. And that's going to be launching in 2015 for the PlayStation 3 and PlayStation Vita. I will have a trailer in the description below, so make sure you check that out. Alright, that's it for this week's JRPG news. Thanks for watching, guys. Make sure to like, comment and subscribe. I have been your host Creepy Soul, and I will see you guys next week for more news.